Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zoya. If today is your first time of tuning in, you are highly welcome. And to my returning subscribers, I am so glad you came back to watch. So today in my kitchen, I will be sharing with you how I fried my egg fish, also known as panla fish. Some call this fish panla fish, or they say it is a big panla fish, but I know it to be as egg fish. And alongside I have one croaker fish here. I call it baby croaker, so I will be adding this baby croaker to the egg fish. The funniest thing about egg fish is most people say it is not sweet, as in it is not that delicious, that it is not moist, it does not have aroma, but I don't take that to be true. I don't believe that. So here today I'm going to be sharing with you one of the tricks I use in frying my egg fish, and it actually turns out so delicious, so good, and you all are going to love it. So if you want to see how I made this, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also turn on the bell notification so as to get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you. So I just brought this fish out of the freezer. As you can see, it still have eyes all over the body. I'm just going to be rinsing this and keep it aside so it can soften before I'm going to start cutting it into my desired shapes. And I will be using this lemon orange to wash it off, just to take away, just to get rid of the fishy smell. So I'm just going to be using this lemon orange to clean it and wash it. Now that the fish is already defrosted like this, I'm now going to start cutting it. So after cutting the egg fish, the croaker fish, croaker fish has scale all over it, unlike the egg fish. So I'm just going to start scraping off all the scale, and this actually took some time. My kitchen was all mess after scraping this fish, so I scraped it and cut it. I just packed them somewhere, and I decided to clean the working area before continuing with any other thing. While I was cleaning the working area, I actually rinsed the fish off camera. I forgot to put on my camera while I was rinsing this. I only rinsed this with ordinary water just to clean it up while I was cleaning the work surface. So now that everywhere is clean, I'm now going to start with washing of the fish. Like I said, I've already washed this once. I just rinse it. Right now I'm going to start with the proper washing. So I'm just adding everything back inside this bowl, and I'm going to add enough water, and I'm also going to cut the lemon orange into it, and I will start washing the fish. So I squeeze in the lemon orange into it, and the aroma was so good. So now that I've finished washing the fish and I've kept it aside, I'm now going to start mixing the spices and the ingredients which I'm going to use in marinating this fish. So over here I'm just putting together all the spices which I'm going to use for the fish. I wanted to put everything into a container and just mix everything up together so I can sprinkle it on top of the fish and just marinate everything together. I don't want one side to be thick with hot pepper and the other side to be salty and this side to be, I don't want that. So I decided to just mix it like this, combine every of the spices together, and I'm going to start to sprinkle it on top of the fish, and I'm going to start marinating it with my hands. Because I don't want to tell story that touches the heart, I had to wear a glove just to protect my hands, because I'm adding hot pepper to this, and when I say hot pepper, believe me, it is hot. So I have to wear a glove on my hands before I can start to touch the fish and marinating everything together. I actually want this fish to be so delicious and spicy That is why I added all the spice and ingredients alongside with the hot pepper. So after marinating everything like this, combining everything together, I'm just going to cover it, and right away I'm going to put this in my refrigerator. I want this to be refrigerated for at least 2 hours. You can actually do it overnight if you have all the time, but I don't, and I'm just going to keep this in the fridge for 2 hours before frying the fish. It's been 2 hours now. I'm going to start with the frying process. So I brought out the fish from the fridge and I set that aside. So in a pan, I'm going to add more vegetable oil into the pan, and I will let that heat up for a bit. As you can see, I added a slice of onions into the vegetable oil just to check and know if it's hot enough, and as you can see it, the onions has begun to sizzle. That is how you know the vegetable oil is already hot. So I'm not going to be placing the fish into it gently, and I don't want to overcrowd the frying pan. So I'm just going to add it in like this, and I'm going to leave it to fry. So I will be frying this on about 5 minutes on each side. I actually want this fish to be brownish in color. You know what I'm talking about. I want it to be brownish in color. It's going to be crispy outside and it's going to be so delicious and moist inside. So I fried this on 4 to 5 minutes on each side, and the fish was ready. While I take it out, I also did the same thing for all the batches of the fish till everything was completely fried. So here is the fish now. It is completely fried, and I am now going to serve it. This fish was so delicious. It was so good, guys. It was so sweet, and it has this heat, you know, the pepper them gang, you know, the fish was so spicy and I love it so much. So this is how I fried my egg fish. You can actually use this to soak gari. It is so good. You can keep it in the freezer and just use it anytime you like. You can just make a stew out of it. You can make soup. You know, it is so good. So if you are kind of a person that don't like egg fish, why don't you try out this method and let me know what you think? It is so delicious. So if you have watched this video up to this moment, click on the like button. It really helped me a lot. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and turn on your bell notification so as to get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you all for watching. I love you so much. See you again in my next one. Bye.